What if there are things that you're doing right now that are impacting your confidence? Not just how you feel about yourself, but how other people see you as well. These are the secret signs of low confidence, and hands down, I'm working with clients and seeing people in the world just that I'm interacting with at restaurants, out at shops. I can see the signs. They're like glaringly obvious to me after doing this work for so many years. And I want to share in this video what the top 7 ones are so you can identify them and eliminate them. And not only will this help you feel a lot more confident in your own skin, it will have other people see you as a lot more confident as well. So you're gonna want to watch this all the way to the end, because the last 2 are really gonna surprise you. And we're gonna start with the most obvious, easy, quick fix ones, and then work our way to the ones that might take a bit more to shift, but when they do, it'll make a world of difference in your confidence and in your life. You ready? Let's dive in. I'm Dr. Aziz. I'm the founder of the Center for Social Confidence and the author of 7 best-selling books on confidence. And so I know this topic inside and out, not just from writing all these books and working with clients, but from my own experience. And I did every single one of these secret signs of confidence, so I can speak from firsthand experience here. What's the first sign? The first sign of low confidence is your eye contact. Now, you might say, oh, I know that one, but there's little subtle things. I'm not talking about the person who's like head down, they can't look at anybody. That one's really obvious. You probably already know that one. Oh yeah, hold eye contact with people, right? And maybe you remind yourself of that. But have you noticed that it's a little harder than that? And sometimes you are trying to hold eye contact and you don't? These are the subtle signs that I'm talking about, where someone looks at you and you're trying to have a conversation with them and there's this impulse to look down. In fact, you might not even know that you're looking away. You might not even know your patterns, or that when you're trying to talk to somebody, instead of looking at them, you're kind of looking off as you talk to them. These are the subtle things that you want to bring your attention to shift, to practice holding a steady gaze on somebody. And this is very different than mad dogging them as you're talking. I can't look away, I can't blink. That's extreme. Hold a soft gaze where you take in more of the periphery around you instead of focusing in on like a laser. Just take in the whole scene, but settle yourself, settle your body, take a breath, feel your feet on the floor as you're listening, and know that pretty much more eye contact is better. There might be an extreme case where it's too much, but for the most part, everyone that I work with errs on the side of looking away way too much. So increase your eye contact is a first fix for these signs of low confidence. The second subtle sign is poor body language that telegraphs, that communicates low confidence. And again, we're not talking about the extreme hunched over, head down, but it's subtle. It's gonna be a shift from this to this. You might say, uh-oh, that's how we all walk around all the time because of our phones and our computers. Yeah. And in fact, one of the most powerful things you can do is simply roll your shoulders back. Bring your shoulder blades together a little bit, which opens up your chest. Bring your head back, and then your chin, the below part of your chin is level with the floor. It's parallel to the floor. That simple fix from this to this radically changes your posture and how people see you, and physiologically changes your confidence as well. And you want to check out Amy Cuddy's research on power poses, you can look at that too. But the takeaway here is a simple quick fix of your posture will improve how people see you and your confidence. Number 3 is getting into more of the things that you might not even be aware of you're doing, which is hesitancy in your voice tone. When someone is a little unsure of themselves, it naturally goes up like they're asking a question. You see what I'm doing right there? And do you feel all of a sudden how maybe you think this guy is a little less certain of what he's talking about? Notice my face might even make this grimacy thing. You hear that. And of course, if you're absolutely uncertain, maybe that is how you sound. But a lot of the time, people will be communicating things they're very certain about. They know what they're talking about. They're just saying a basic statement, fact, idea, their own perspective, but they're looking very hesitant. They're sounding very hesitant. So practice a more certain voice tone, ending the sentence on a down note. Do you feel that? Do you feel the difference of that? Another very simple quick fix when you just bring your attention to it. The next 2 involve everyone's favorite topic when it comes to people-pleasing, niceness, and low confidence, which is confrontation. And so the next sign of lacking confidence is basically avoiding confrontation, conflict, avoiding the conversation you need to have. And I don't mean some intense battle or something, just basic stuff. Something's bothering you, you don't bring it up. That person's a little late. They say they're gonna message you and they don't, or they don't follow through on something. Little thing that irks you. Oh, it's all right. I'm flexible. I'll be accommodating. Or you might not even notice it. You might just be like, yeah, well, that's how people treat me, so that's what I get, right? And it builds this story, and you continue to avoid. So avoiding direct conversations, avoiding pointing things out, avoiding all of that is a sign of low confidence. So if someone says, I don't like conflict, or I avoid conflict, or you say that, what you're really saying is, I don't have confidence socially with assertiveness. I don't speak up for myself. And that's a reflection of low confidence. Now, no one says that because it sounds bad, but it's true. And when we name what's true, then we can shift it. Obviously, the way you shift this is confront the issue and solve the problem. Have the conversation you need to have. And if that's terrifying or overwhelming, you're not alone. There's a lot of videos on this channel about exactly how to do that. You can also check out my book, Not Nice, or my other book, Less Nice, More You. Both of these books will give you infinite amount of guidance on how to shift this quickly and powerfully in your life. The next secret sign of low confidence is also related to conflict, and that is smiling when you're upset with somebody. You're trying to have a direct conversation and your teeth are showing. I don't know why I'm doing it. Right? We're so nervous. We're so uncomfortable. We're telegraphing almost like a primate or chimp signal of all is well, right? Don't kill me, don't hurt me. So we're trying to go into the conflict and then we're smiling or we're laughing or we're giggling. And it might not be extreme, but we're not congruent. We're not saying, you did this and it bothered me. We're saying, you did this and it bothered me. I'm sorry that I'm upset with you, or I'm smiling because it's not really that big of a deal. Don't worry about it, right? And you might not say all those words, but that's what your energy is communicating. And guess what that does to the power of your assertiveness and to your confidence? That's right. Takes it down. So be congruent in your communication. If something is bothering you, let it be shown that you are upset. Doesn't mean you have to yell and scream, but you're firm, you're clear, you're direct, and that brings power to your communication, which makes you more impactful, more assertive, more listened to at the end of the day. All right, now we're getting to the last two, and I think these are really going to surprise you because you might not think of them as signs of low confidence. Number 6 is perfectionism. High driving, perfectionist people might be very successful. You might be capable in a certain area at work. The perfectionism might have served you in a variety of ways in your life. And sometimes people even wear it as a badge of honor, like, haha, I'm a perfectionist, which means I only do good work. Actually, under the hood of perfectionism is a lot of fear of being imperfect, a flight from the messiness of life. If I'm perfect enough, then no one will reject me. If I'm perfect enough, then I'll never have conflict. If I'm perfect enough, then ... And that pursuit of perfection, which is a great book, by the way, if you want to check that one out, really dampens our ability to be confident. Because no matter how successful you are from that perfectionism, you're lacking in confidence. It wasn't enough. I feel inadequate. I'm afraid of not being perfect tomorrow, of someone being upset with me if I'm not perfect. So despite it looking adaptive and powerful in the world, it's driven by fear, and it's a massive sign of low confidence. And the 7th one, a little signal that you might be not confident without knowing it, is unwillingness to reveal yourself, to share more vulnerably about yourself. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the perfectionism, right? Sometimes people are like, no, I got all my stuff together. I'm taking care of that and doing this, and I'm busy. Yeah. And then someone asks them how they're doing. They're like, I'm busy. I'm stressed because I'm busy, right? And they're not really revealing just broader human emotions, right? I'm happy about this. I enjoyed that. I'm sad about this. Here's my dreams. Here's my fears. Here's my insecurities. Not that you wear them on your sleeve and tell everybody at work about everything, but in your closer relationships, or you're out with a friend and they say, how are you doing? You don't say, I'm fine, I'm great. How are you doing? Let's get another drink. You might say, hey, well, this is going well in my life, or I'm struggling with that. How about you? You can have deeper connection, deeper conversation. So if you really want to shift that, practice being more authentic, more vulnerable, more you, and you will find that not only will your relationships get better, but your confidence will skyrocket as well. If you've been finding this valuable, please like and subscribe to this channel so you can watch more of these videos. The more of these you study and apply in your life, the more your confidence will transform. Please share down in the comments below what you're finding most valuable from this so we can all learn and grow together. And until we speak again, may have the courage to be who you are and to know on a deep level that you're awesome.